Have you heard the news? TSA carry-on regulations for 2025 have been modified. If you're unaware of the new guidelines, your bag may not clear security. From luggage rejections to unexpected gate fees, travelers are being caught unprepared. In this video, we outline the specific mistakes to avoid, the revised TSA rules, and what may cause your carry-on to be flagged or prohibited. Subscribe to Travel Tactics for daily air travel advice, and be sure to check the description for official links and suggested gear. Chapter 1 discusses the carry-on size misconception of 2025. Many travelers still believe the standard dimensions are 22 was 14.9 inches. In 2025, adhering to that guideline could lead to bag rejection. Airlines are quietly adjusting policies for smaller regional planes and altering overhead bin sizes, especially among budget carriers. What works for one airline might be deemed oversized by another. Additionally, some airlines have started weighing carry-ons. Ryanair, Frontier, and Wizz Air enforce strict weight restrictions, some as light as 7 kgs or 15 pounds. If your bag exceeds the limit, you will either incur significant fees or be compelled to check it. Smart luggage is another unexpected pitfall. TSA and most major airlines have prohibited smart bags lacking removable lithium batteries. If you cannot detach the battery, the bag will not be allowed. No exceptions apply. To prevent being stopped before reaching security, always verify the latest carry-on size and weight regulations. This applies to every airline you plan to travel with, particularly during connecting flights on smaller aircraft, which could jeopardize your entire packing strategy. Some airlines impose different size restrictions based on fare class. For instance, a basic economy ticket may impose stricter limitations than a standard or business fare. Bringing the same bag on different flights can lead to inconsistency issues. Confirm both size and weight. Additionally, if you're traveling internationally, remember that European and Asian airlines frequently have smaller dimensions than their American counterparts. Chapter 2 highlights the 5 most confiscated carry-on items in 2025. TSA agents have made it clear that these 5 items are most frequently taken. First, oversized power banks. If your battery surpasses 27,000 milliamp hours or about 100 watt-hours, it is prohibited in carry-ons. TSA checks the label, and if it's absent or illegible, the item is often seized immediately. Second, smart luggage without removable batteries. Even fashionable or high-end models will be rejected if the battery cannot be removed for inspection. Third, full-size aerosols like hairspray, body spray, and deodorant are next. If the container exceeds 3.4 Oz or 100 ml, it won't make it through security, empty or not. Fourth, spreadable foods such as peanut butter, hummus, and soft cheeses are treated as liquids by TSA standards. They will be confiscated unless stored in appropriate amounts. Fifth, vape devices are required to be carried in your carry-on and never in checked luggage. In 2025, they also must be stored in a clear case, batteries removed or properly secured. Many passengers still don't recognize that even souvenir food items such as jam, honey, or creamy dips breach the limits if in containers exceeding them. The same rule applies to local products bought at airports. Just because you purchased it after passing security doesn't guarantee it will be allowed through a checkpoint abroad. Before heading out, confirm the milliamp hour rating on your charger. Review your toiletries and reconsider any food items. What seems harmless at home can be flagged at a TSA checkpoint within seconds. Chapter 3 discusses updated liquids and electronics policies for 2025. The 311 rule remains: 1 quart-sized bag, each container 3.4 Oz or less. However, enforcement in 2025 is significantly stricter. Travelers who breach this rule will not receive warnings. Items are taken immediately, offered no second chance. Each liquid must be travel-sized, including shampoo, lotion, and even toothpaste. Bringing a nearly empty full-size tube will result in disposal. Electronics now face heightened scrutiny. Any item larger than a smartphone must be taken out at security. This includes tablets, e-readers, gaming consoles, and heavier power banks. Medications are allowed, but TSA now suggests using original packaging with clear labels. Liquid prescriptions over 3.4 Oz are permitted, but screened separately. Unlabeled items are more likely to incur delays. Stainless steel water bottles, regardless of style or cost, must be entirely empty. Even a single drop could lead your bag to secondary inspection. For efficiency, carry a collapsible bottle to fill after clearing security. Many travelers report delays or even missed flights due to forgetting to remove a large iPad or protein shake from their bags. TSA agents are thoroughly trained to scrutinize anything perceived as suspicious, even if the item is common. Chapter 4 focuses on how to pack a TSA-proof carry-on. Packing intelligently is not merely about fitting everything in. It's about arranging your belongings to facilitate quicker TSA screening while avoiding red flags. Start with packing cubes. Use one cube dedicated to all electronics, chargers, and cables. When TSA requests you to remove electronics, you can simply pull out that cube. No rummaging required. Place delicate items like liquids, snacks, and medications in the top zipper compartment of your carry-on. TSA agents prefer to access these items quickly without rifling through your entire bag. Always position your laptop or tablet on top. If it's buried beneath clothes or shoes, you'll delay the line and irritate other travelers. Steer clear of overstuffed or densely packed bags. TSA scanners struggle to penetrate compact layers, leading to manual inspections. A half-empty, neatly organized bag is likely to pass through more smoothly. Consider a lay-flat backpack that fully unzips, allowing your laptop to remain in place during screening. Some TSA-friendly designs are now the favorites among frequent travelers for this reason. Another effective packing strategy involves placing battery-powered items into individual clear cases. This means organizing your wireless headphones, power banks, and e-readers for easy visibility during inspection. Packing for security is indeed an art. A carry-on that is easy to inspect moves faster through the line and creates a more favorable impression on TSA staff. Reducing frustration for agents means you'll get through quickly. Chapter 5 outlines common mistakes that trigger bag checks. Certain carry-on errors are so frequent that TSA agents recognize them immediately. The primary culprit is overstuffed bags. If your zippers appear stretched and your bag bulges at the seams, it's a clear warning sign. TSA scanners cannot adequately assess dense bags, making them more likely to be pulled for additional inspection. Wearing heavy metal accessories is another easily avoidable misstep. Buckled belts, jewelry, studded jackets, and steel-toed footwear can all trigger alarms. In 2025, scanners are more sensitive, turning these fashion choices into liabilities. Carrying multiple personal items is another rule often overlooked. Airlines permit one carry-on and one personal item. Arriving with a purse, tote, and shopping bag will lead to delays. You'll be asked to consolidate or, worse yet, check one at the gate. Forgetting to remove your laptop or liquids during screening remains a top problem. This not only holds you up, but affects everyone in line. TSA agents often remember repeat offenders, especially at smaller airports. Another typical mistake is packing oddly shaped items like wrapped gifts or concealed electronics. These confuse the scanners and usually trigger bag checks. The solution is straightforward. Conduct a final check before entering the line. Liquids in a top pocket, laptop on top, zipped bag that's not overstuffed, one personal item only, and keep unusual items visible and unwrapped. Chapter 6 dives into airlines with the strictest carry-on regulations in 2025. Budget airlines are enforcing carry-on rules more fiercely than ever, turning cheap fares into costly surprises. Ryanair's baggage policies have gained notoriety for their strictness. If your bag doesn't fit the sizing box even slightly, you'll face a gate fee. In some cases, this fee may exceed the ticket price. Frontier Airlines in the U.S. not only examines bag dimensions, but also weighs carry-ons at the gate. If you exceed the limit, you will pay immediately or be forced to check your bag. Wizz Air in Europe has eliminated carry-on allowances from basic fares entirely. If you don't prepay for overhead bin space, your carry-on could be denied boarding or incur high gate fees. Air Asia and Jetstar also enforce stringent size and weight regulations in Asia-Pacific regions, even requiring passengers to tag their carry-ons during weight checks at the boarding gates. These policies are not arbitrary. They form part of the airline's business model. The stricter the rules, the more they can charge travelers who aren't prepared. Always prepare your carry-on in advance when booking. This approach is cheaper, ensures overhead space, and helps avoid embarrassment at the gate. Assuming your bag will be allowed on board without confirmation is a financial risk. Chapter 7 presents a crucial checklist that may save your trip. TSA agents have expressed their greatest frustration. The consensus is clear: passengers who do not remove their electronics. This simple oversight can hinder the entire line and lead to extra checks. If you want to move smoothly through security, keep this checklist in mind. Your bag must measure 22x14 inches or smaller and weigh under the airline's limit. Power banks should fall below 27,000 milliamp hours. All liquids must be contained in 3.4 Oz or smaller containers packed inside a clear zip-top bag. Electronics larger than phones must go into a separate tray. Medications should be clearly labeled. Avoid packing densely. Lastly, only take along one personal item. This is not merely advice. It is your 2025 carry-on survival guide. Screenshot it, memorize it, and adhere to it. This will determine whether you enjoy a smooth flight or endure a stressful one. Chapter 8 uncovers airport security regulations globally that you might not know. While this video emphasizes TSA rules in the U.S., travelers in 2025 are increasingly flying internationally and facing varying security protocols worldwide. In Europe, many airports are implementing advanced security lanes with 3D CT scanners that don't require passengers to remove electronics or liquids. This may sound relieving, but there's a catch. These lenient rules only apply at select airports. Departing from Heathrow, Schiphol, or Frankfurt might offer you a relaxed experience, but if you connect via ASML or Hub, the traditional rules still apply. This inconsistency leads to confusion. Pack according to one country's regulations, and you might be penalized during transit through another. For instance, travelers flying from London may pass through with water bottles and laptops in their bags, only to be stopped in Dubai or Doha due to stricter measures. In Asia, airports like Singapore Changi and Tokyo Haneda boast highly efficient systems, but they also perform more thorough bag screenings. Electronics may be scanned twice, and food items, particularly meat, dairy, or plant products, can be closely inspected, even if sealed. In Australia and New Zealand, domestic flights follow more relaxed rules, while international outbound flights may face secondary customs-style checks, even after clearing security. Random inspections of powders, liquids, and agricultural materials are possible. Middle Eastern airports like Doha and Abu Dhabi implement two-layer security checks, the first before immigration and another at the gate. If you repack liquids after the initial clearance, they could still be confiscated before boarding. Certain countries ban or limit items legal elsewhere. While vape devices are permitted in the UAE, they must be stored cautiously. In Thailand, they are completely illegal. Possession, even in your carry-on, can lead to fines or arrest. For international travel, knowing TSA rules isn't sufficient. Always check the security regulations for every country along your route. Airport regulations can vary significantly by region, and being unaware can result in delays, fines, or even denied boarding. The rules haven't just changed, they've become unforgiving. TSA no longer provides warnings, and airlines capitalize on every mistake. If you found this video helpful, share it with your fellow travelers and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Travel Tactics for daily travel strategies, and check the video description for reliable resource links and recommended carry-on items. Avoid panic. Understand the rules. Travel wisely.